first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a play fake. Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
39. 22. Gotta go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
22. 54,
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Giants taking the field again here. And, you know, this is a team that got off to that woeful 1-7 start. They rallied a bit in the second half of the season here to get a few wins, but I don't think playing spoiler is what Pat Shurmur had in mind for his first season.
No, I don't believe that as well.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Escaping the pressure right. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They'll go for it. It's Manning. Flush to his right. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Working from the gun, Manning. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brooks Reed in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll get it up the middle, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On second down, here's Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
To throw is Manning. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Manning now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again. And the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, it's been injuries in 2018. This is not the year they expected to have.
And it really happened on both sides of the ball, but it happened bigger on the defensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal, their free safety. Ricardo Allen, their strong safety. Deion Jones missed 10 games at middle linebacker. Flip it over to the offense. Devontae Freeman missed much of the season at running back. Both starting guards, Brandon Fusco and Andy Levitre, were both out. You're exactly right. Injuries were the name of the game for the Falcons in 2018. Hopefully they can get everyone back and move forward because that's a dynamite team when they're all together.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Manning to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's to the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are in for 6. And his kick is good. Rosas now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Let's go.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, gun.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. First and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
12. Hey, gun.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now Ryan on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And now he spins free. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Manning to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Manning. He dumps it off to Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Manning now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, you have a gamer tag, Charlie?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check 21. Ready to go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Ryan now 10 of 16 throwing the football.
Oh, Jalen, don't be guessing over there. I can sense you guessing. Don't be guessing. You know what I'm doing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down.
Don't be guessing over there.
25. That good for 22 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Right back to him on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Bryant's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Trailing in the 4th, this close to the game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute one that drives coaches and teammates.
I'm in your head. That's all that is. I'm in your head, man. How many times I scored on offense? 1 time, man. I'm in your head.
They'll toss it to Coleman.
I'm in your head.
4 down
inside the 10 to the 9.
I love being in your head.
Staying balanced, and the clock keeps
I'm in
rolling.
your
This
head,
defense
man.
right
I
now
know I'm in your
backed
head.
up in the red zone. Another touchdown. It's over.
That bone-headed thing you just did tells me I'm in your
Now
head.
there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Okay.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into
the dance.
touchdown.
Make it love. Get down there. Get down there.
Afternoon. And the Falcons
Make that twice, I swear. Twice on offense and twice on defense. We'll take it. Oh, I just missed that, though. That's cool. Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Bryant's extra point up and good.
2 TDs on offense, 2 TDs on defense. That's how I love to do it. Got a nerve to go get the Giants, man. Get out of here. Get no Giants.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they
Pops, I know you can hear me.
Here?
I know you can hear me. You're next. It don't matter because you can see what I'm doing.
But for the rest of the
You next.
because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And he
You got the nerve to run the ball down 2 scores with less than 3 minutes left? Disrespect.
As he stopped behind the line.
Disrespectful.
Loss of 2.
You don't disrespect me like that and run the ball? Come on, man.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on
You
second.
don't run the ball? Disrespectful.
Manning to throw on second down.
You can run it. I don't care about you running with Payton. You need points. You need points. You run with Payton? Come on, man. You got to do better. You need 2 touchdowns, and you running with Payton. I mean with Eli. I said Payton. Eli Manning. They do this shit all the time, man.
After this, the Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Manning.
Oh, what a tackle, baby. What a tackle. What a way to get there. What a way to get there.
Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
What a way to get there.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Manning, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And Ingram holds it in.
Lucky ass 4th down. That's the second lucky ass 4th down you got, man.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Manning now on first down. Escaping the...
Better throw it away. You better throw it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
You better throw it away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they go from the 40. Manning again here on second and 10. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
And I don't want to hear
agreed. They have to up the tempo.
no score a touchdown. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that.
Wrestling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside.
I don't care about none of that.
They'll try and run forward Barkley.
I don't care about none of that.
Pushes way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Manning now to throw.
Oh, the guy cheated me. That was good as an interception. This game is cheating me. That was good as an interception. That was good as an interception. The game cheated me out of INT. That's some BS. That was an interception. If I ain't never seen one, I was all over that. In the game cheated me. I was all over that INT in the game cheated me. That's some BS.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
That is some grade A certified baloney.
Into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Coleman. Oh, a 360.
They use the timeouts, boy.
He goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Coleman now. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final time.
It's game time, baby.
As they get it right at the 32nd.
Game time. Either way is game time. No time. 30 seconds left.
Down, out trots the
Either
kicker
way is game
in a big
time.
spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, this is. Nope.
And Bryant's kick
Good
is
game.
good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a Corey Coleman. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they
First game over with.
with a clock where it's
I don't want to hear. Well, I lost by 3 points. I don't give a damn.
coming from where
Win is a win.
this was going to be tough. But
You
they got the
lost. That's all that matters.
Now they need the miracle, the onside kick, and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful.
Give me that. You don't want it. You don't want it. Give me that. You don't want it.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. So out come the Falcons now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you
Kneel it
practice
down.
for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take
Kneel it down?
and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And the drive starts.
Oh, I should have scored on that.
And he will lose yardage.
Oh, I should have scored
to
on
the
that.
24. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
Man, I should have scored on that.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.